All right, let's see where we are. All right, let's see where we are. All right, guys, what's going on? King Delay, what's going on? You guys can hear me pretty good? Misha's Mama, how you doing? Hey, Edie, what's up? Can y'all hear me loud and clear? I might have to move this microphone. I don't want to mess with the sound. Sandra Brislin, what's up? Hey, Tony. Belinda, what's happening? Baby girl, what's going on? Caddy, Texas girl, hey. You're Kentucky Wildcat, what's going on? Guys, we're going to let this run for about 5 minutes, and then we'll get started. I don't know why it's dark. It looks light on here, but it's dark on here on my phone. Hey, Zakuli, what's up? I seen you sent me a story, Hayes. I'll take a look at it. I didn't get a chance to look at it. Guys, you know the procedure. Do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button when you come in, please, for me. And I got some stories for y'all tonight. We'll start in about 3 minutes. You got 21 people in here. You guys hit that thumbs up button to spread it out, spread the words. A lot of people forget that we had this live going. They pop in late. I appreciate it. Julie Powell, how you doing? Kelly C, what's up? All right, guys, we got 26 people in here. Y'all ready to start? All right, we got 16 likes. Get it to 20 likes and we'll get this thing running. Because, I mean, the usual cast of characters is in here. You know, we might as well start. I need 4 more thumbs up. We got 16. I need that to hit 20, and then we'll go. $17. 3 more. Oh, damn, that was quick. I didn't even know I looked up there and hit your head already. All right, listen, let's get this thing going, man. All right, this first story we're going to call San Diego. Now, we used to travel a lot. Every summer we would go somewhere. We would go from New Jersey to west, to the Midwest, anywhere. We would just stop wherever we wanted to stop, right? All right, check this out. This is what we'll do. We go to San Diego, right? Now, I had to be probably 10 years old. San Diego is beautiful. If any of y'all from San Diego or been there, man, San Diego, nice. You know, I mean, from what I seen. And John Washington's military, so we went to the Naval Yard up there. We saw the boats. We got on the boats, and, you know, I like military stuff, so I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Now, on this trip, it's me, Johnny, and Johnny. Hold up, Johnny. It's me, John Wash, and Bunny on the trip, right? My grandparents. So it's just us 3. Now, when we would have my brothers with us sometime when they would go on vacation with us, not saying John Wash and Bunny would act different, but because I'm more like around them all the time like they're a kid, it's more like I'm furniture. So some of the stuff they say and do, they didn't do around my other brothers. So check it out, right? Check it out. When we get to San Diego, it's real nice. I'm enjoying it, having a good time. But there's one thing that I couldn't keep my eye off, and it's one thing I couldn't get past. At the time I was there, San Diego had a lot of homeless people. Now, this is the part that's crazy. I'm from Camden, New Jersey. It was tore up when I was young. We seen people that drink wine and, you know, collapse in the street, you know, but I never seen homeless people to the magnitude of what they look like out there. Now, nowadays, all homeless people look the same, scraggly, crazy, you know, messed up, talking to themselves. I never seen adults act like that. I get out there, I see dudes with dreadlocks, all matted like dog hair. I'm like, the hell? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm used to getting my hair cut every 2 weeks with John Wash, keeping myself groomed as a kid. I can't imagine a grown up looking like that. Dirty clothes, tore up clothes, scratching themselves. And it kind of bothered me, right? So I'm asking all these questions. I can't get past these homeless people we seeing. So I'm like, why are these grown-ups in the street? Why are they dirty? I'm asking all these questions. Buddy's trying her best to answer the questions. Now I'm a kid. I'm asking the right questions that's hard to explain because I'm thinking about it in relation to how my life is. So I'm sitting in there and I'm like, well, why they don't just go get something to eat when they're homeless? Why don't they just go get a house? Like, I don't know how, I'm a kid. I don't know nothing. We go to this restaurant. I never forget it. We go to this restaurant and I can't remember where it was, but we went to a restaurant and we ordered our food. It was a homeless dude that came up to the window. I'll never forget this. And he just stood there. Like we was sitting by the window. He just stood there and just stared at us. Like this with the puppy dog eyes. He just was standing there staring. So they're not trying to look out the window. Now I'm sitting next to the window like right here. Like my body could go up against the window. So it's me, Bunny, and then John Wash across from me sitting on the window here. So we ordered our food, so the food is coming. John Wash getting mad because the homeless dude standing by the window. John Wash like, boom, boom, boom. Hey, but before that, John Wash, she was like, Johnny, just give him $5. John Wash was like, I ain't giving them nothing. I ain't giving them nothing. We all walk past the road. All our paths are different. And this is where his path led him. I don't care. I don't know. I'm not messing with that. So the guy keeps staring. So the guy's staring, but he's not looking at John Wash. He keeps looking at Bunny, and then he keeps looking at me. John Wash like, this guy's getting annoyed. So I can tell when John Wash get hot because we have to keep talking to John Wash. Like you ever have somebody like that in your family? They so turned up. You can't give them time to think to themselves, or they would just go off and just, it's too much for them. I'm like that in a way, and I think I got that from my granddad. Like sometimes I gotta just say something because in my head I'll play it like what they meant, what they tried to do, and I'm not going for that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I can get myself in trouble. We're talking to John Wash. We're trying to conversate. We're trying to laugh. We're trying to do all this stuff, and it's not working. We keep having these periods of quietness because we don't have nothing to say. And the more quiet we are, the wilder it's getting. He's starting to breathe. His eyes getting redder. Bunny keep tapping me under the table. Say something. Say something. Johnny, don't. The man is staring at me now. John Wash loses it. That's enough. The waiter's coming with the food. I said, Dad, the food. Like I'm trying to get that, my granddad to sit back down. John Wash jumps up. He walks right out the thing. And I knew he was going to rock this dude. When he walked out the thing, I seen him staring at the dude through the window. His eyes never left that dude. Now, granted, we never been in this restaurant before. John Wash, step for step, remembered where the door was at. He looked at the dude and stayed on the dude and walked and went right to the door. Open the door. We never been in this restaurant. He ain't walking to the door, nothing. Open the door, walk right over to the dude and just punched the shit out. He punched the shit out of that man. When he came outside, the man was looking, and then the guy, this is the part that's fucked up. I don't condone nobody getting their ass beat. The guy was staring at us. He cut his eye at John Wash. He was staring at, he kept going like this. He kept doing that. John Wash came outside, ran up on him. The guy seen John Wash coming, and he started doing some dance like it worked, yeah. And he stuck his hand out. And y'all remember them old films where like somebody would do a dance and they'd be like, yeah, and they had a hand up like this and be like, yeah. The guy did that to John Wash. He thought John Wash was gonna put money in his hand. When he stuck his fucking hand out and he had the jazz hands and shit, John Wash rocked him. All you heard was silverware cracking and people gasping. I'm 10 years old. The beatdown is happening right there. I can look and see the sidewalk. John Wash punched this man. The man fell on the ground. The man trying to kick John Wash with his legs and shit. The guy was stinking. And the reason why I know the guy was stinking, when we first came up to the door, the guy was outside. He was standing next to the door. And he said something. John Wash was like, no, 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 no. When we walked in, Buddy was like, damn, he was stinking like pee. You smelled him? So John Wash punched this pissy homeless bum. John Wash punches him. The guy on the ground and the guy kicking his legs. I know that shit was stinking. And I could tell it was stinking. Shit. When the dude was trying to kick John Wash's legs off of him and shit, John Wash was trying to punch and like trying to get to him. I could see he was stinking. John Wash was like, a cop came down the street. You know how they can hit the thing and go whoop, whoop. He hits the thing, whoop, whoop. John Wash jumps up and points at the man. Cops come over there, 2 minutes outside. John Wash come back in that restaurant and sit down. John Wash always carry a handkerchief. John Wash get a man a handkerchief. Now, I didn't see the guy's face after he was on the ground. John Wash hit him a couple times. The guy got up and he was wiping his face. I saw blood on the handkerchief. They came in, pulled John Wash back out for like 5 minutes. We was in there eating. Bunny ain't shit. I said, Mom, why we didn't go out there and help Dad? No, I said, why we didn't go out there and help that man? This is what Bunny said. Stevie, would you go out there and touch that bum? They used to call them hobos. She said, would you go out there and touch that hobo? You don't want to touch no hobo because they have disease. And when you touch them, you get a skin rash. You know what the hives is? Remember you had the hives? You want to get the hives? It goes all over your face, even your privates. Bunny always lying, man. My grandma was like a phobia addict. I said, well, what if he was fighting? He wasn't. Shut up. I start eating my food, right? I feel so bad. John Wash come back in. I got to go wash my hands. When John Wash came back in, Bunny was like, I'm going to go to the bathroom too. She said, Stevie, stay here. Now, I'm 10 years old. They got me staying here, right? Back in the day, people wouldn't snatch you like that in restaurants. Now, the bathroom we were sitting, the booth we were sitting was right here. The bathroom was right, the women's bathroom was right here. Buddy stood up and stopped right there. John Wash went in the bathroom. When he would come out, she would go in so they could keep an eye on me. Yo, I'm not paying attention. I seen her walk and stop, but I'm thinking like, she about to go in there. I feel so bad. The homeless man, they got the homeless man up against the car. The homeless man, run. I take my plate of food and I run outside the restaurant. The people are like, you know what I mean? I bust out the door. I take the homeless man my food. Now, granted, I only took like 3 or 4 bites. I had a big ass cheeseburger, some fries with ketchup on them, a salad. I took the plate and everything. I gave it to the homeless man. As I was out there, I turned around and came back in. John Wash was right at the door. What did you do? God damn it. He started taking his belt off. The people started clapping because I showed kindness. And I was about to get fucked up. John Wash seen they was clapping. He ain't want to be the bad guy. So when they be doing like this, taking their belt off, he did like that. And when he saw they was clapping, I said, look. And he turned around, he was like, trying to act like he was tucking his pants and gonna pick me up in the air. 10 years old, he picking me up in the air. That's my boy. Now he want to ride with me. We got outside, nothing happened. Went on about our business, right? We get in the car, I'm happy as hell. I fed that guy. We get to a corner, it's a freeway or whatever. It's a guy standing on the freeway with a sign. I'm hungry. Oh, I should have saved some of my food. See, I didn't learn my lesson. I should save some of my food. I could have gave him some too. All I saw was a black ass hand just come across my face, side of my head. You ain't feeding no more grown ass men, you understand me? You're like I didn't hang your tail in that restaurant. That meal was $11. Back then, $11 was a lot. That meal was $11. And you pissed it away on a bum. That smelled like piss. I don't say nothing else. We ain't getting no toys. I shut up the rest of the day. Shit. I thought I was doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I was feeding the homeless. I had a heart. It's just in me. Shit, I was sensitive. Fuck it. But anyway, that's that story, right? That's the first story, San Diego. San Diego, nice place, man. Shout out San Diego. You know what I'm saying? Now check this out. This story right here, y'all gonna fall the fuck out. I forgot about this shit. This story right here is called Pimping Steve. and it's about me. I went to college in Mississippi. Shout out Alcorn State. You know what I'm saying? So I goes to school in Alcorn State, 1991, right? It's a surreal experience. The South was different from where I come from, especially the deep woods of Mississippi where this place was at. Man, I go down there. I had a time of my life. I'm chilling with the honeys. Thank you so much, Lauren M. I appreciate that. She said, I love Friday evenings with you. It's the story. You will love the night because we're going to tear it up. Thank you, though, baby. So check it out. I'm down there, and, you know, we got our own style. I'm hanging with dudes from Chicago because wasn't nobody else from Jersey. So I'm like with them. They teaching me stuff. I'm hanging around them. It's but wow, we like the coolest dudes out there, right? And we ain't no but a freshman. We look like rappers. You know what I'm saying? John Wash funded me $200 every 2 weeks out of his paycheck. You know what I'm saying? I got guap all the time. I had my own bank account. Always had money. Some of my friends we were spending money on clothes, and we would get a chance to slip off and go to the mall every couple of months. We always had the new music, you know what I'm saying? And like the chicks was feeling us. I wound up dating this girl named Lavonda. I'm gonna say her name. Shout out Lavonda. This chick Vonda was cool. She was cool, man, for real. Adult at 18 years old, adult, way more mature than me. You know what I'm saying? I was wild. So I'm out there chilling with her. All of a sudden, we almost said too much. Anyway, all of a sudden, right? I'm chilling with her. Thank you, Sandra. I appreciate it. Everything good? I started letting my hair grow. Because remember, when I was with John Watts, see, I'm gonna tell you something, y'all gonna crack it when you hear this. I don't know if I told you this before. Now, until I was 16 years old, I had to have my hair cut like John Wash. So imagine a man that's in his 40s. He think he cool. I got an old school haircut till I was 16 years old. But it wasn't that bad. What it was just shaved on the side. And I had like the little like hair like rise in the front. But it was cool. I mean, it still was stylish. I didn't like it. But I mean, it still worked for me. You know what I mean? The shape of my head, you know what I mean? The question mark, boom, there it was. That was the answer. So anyway, I'm rocking with that, right? So being at 16, I'm 18, I got 2 years at getting my own style. I started letting my hair grow. John Wash hate long hair. So ain't nobody gonna say nothing. My hair started getting long. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get braids and all this other stuff. And then one day, my hair, I'm like, she's like, everybody like, yo, you should get braids, man. I'm like, yeah, my hair not long enough because I couldn't get girls to grab it. So my girl was like, yo, I'm not gonna let you put nobody, thank you too, King. I appreciate it. I ain't gonna let no girl put her hands in your head. You be sitting between the legs and stuff. So I'm gonna hook your hair up. You trust me? Let me hook your hair up, right? This is about February. I think it's around my birthday. So I was like drawing my hair, putting grease in my hair. I'm trying to get my hair to grow and shit. So now she like, I'm gonna hook you up. So she's like, sit down. So they sneak me into, thank you, Belinda. They sneak me into the place where they at. I ain't gonna say the dorms or nothing. Take me in the place. Now, when I was down there in Mississippi, they didn't have no co-ed dorms. And if you got caught, because they was old school, if you got caught in the girls' place, wherever they lived, the dorm, besides the lobby, they'd throw you out of school immediately. No questions asked. So me, I'm slick. You know what I'm saying? Fox in the hen house. Too many bubbles. My ass got in trouble. I know how to get up in there. So I get hood. On the outside of the joint, she stayed on the 5th floor. On the outside of the joint, they got these lights. We went up there and pulled the light bulbs out, like 3, 4 in the morning. So one side ain't had no light bulbs. Maintenance wasn't really keeping up on it. We just run up the steps, knock them down. You know what I'm saying? Floors 1 through 5. So I'm up there with her, right? Listen, this chick, this is the first time I've ever had perm in my hair. She put perm in my hair, right? Well, no, this is the second time, because the first time I had perm was with Thomas. That time they fucked my hair. I got this perm in my hair. I think it was S-curl or whatever, some kind of texturizer or whatever. They put this in my head. My hair gets flat. Right now it look longer because, you know, it's curled up. Now it's straight. My hair straight. Sit down. They got this holding gel that look like donuts. They put finger waves in my shit. I'm feeling the comb doing this stuff like this. And I'm like, what the fuck is y'all doing? And they're like, oh, you won't like it. So these girls keep coming in. Because like I've been going up there so much, I'm funny. The chicks know me. They like, yo, what's up, Steve? Whatever. Everybody keep their mouth shut. So the whole floor know who I am. I'm staying up there with Shorty sometimes. She calling the girls in the room. Look at his hair. They like, oh, he look fine. Oh, it look good. I don't know what they're doing. I didn't see. All I feel is a comb sticking in me. My scalp is tender because it just got burned off with the damn texturizer shit. They're doing this like this, and they put the finger waves in there. Now, the way my hair was cut back in the day, the way I used to wear my hair, you remember I used to have the curved parts? So she did my jaw like a curved part, like a half moon, like because she tried to make it like cool. So it was like a real like finger wavy, like small waves, and then it came, and it was like a part, the jaw was down, it was laid, it was fried dyed legs inside. Let me tell you something. She said, get up, and they hair they dry your hair. You gotta get a hair dry. So I'm sitting on the hair. I'm like, what did y'all do? And my scalp's kind of burned a little bit because apparently, it's kind of reminded me of the time when I was young and Thomas did my shit and fucked up. So now I'm like, yo, what did y'all do? And all these girls like, yo, you look good. Oh my God. Oh, you look totally different. Yo, they put the mirror in front of me after it was over. When I got up, I touched my hair and it was stiff. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, what'd you do? Yo, when they put that mirror in front of me, I couldn't wait to hit the yard. You couldn't tell me I wasn't the sexiest motherfucker alive. I swear to God, yo, I've never looked at myself like that. I'm like, I like a pimp. I look like I'm pimping hard. I look clean as hell. You know what I'm saying? Had no goatee. You know, I'm like, what the hell? Yo, the next morning, because I went back that night. Went to bed, everybody was, none of the people that know me was up. So I had my head wrapped like a do-rag. Next morning, I come downstairs. I goes in the line for the lunch, in lunch. Motherfuckers looking like, yo. They're like, yo, who did your hair like that? Yo, man, that joint fly. I'm thinking they was going to clown, but I like it. So I'm like, yo. They like, yo, who did that? I'm like, yo, my girl Vonda did it. Yo, tell her to do my. I'm like, nah, she ain't going to do it for you, bro. You know that. You know what I'm saying? She was old school. She ain't gonna do touching no other man. She dealing with me. Listen, all of a sudden, everywhere I go, the honeys is looking. They looking. Oh, can I touch your hair? Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm feeling myself. So I keeps getting finger waves for the longest time, right? It's time for me to leave. John Wash drives all the way from New Jersey to Mississippi. I done had the finger wave style so much that it's normal to me, and I'm not even thinking when John Wise come, he gonna hit the fucking roof. My granddad came down there, y'all. He got up the car. Ah, shit! He got up the car because we had phones in our room. They called the phone. Stevie, how you doing? Now I'm gonna tell you something. I left in September, y'all. No, I left in August to go to college. I never came home for Christmas break, November, nothing. I stayed that whole time from August to June. So this is the first time they have been away from me. So they was like really antsy to see me. I'm like their kid. So I'm like, yeah, I'm a man now. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit of weight on me. I got to walk down. You know what I mean? Bunny coming up the steps. I got to use the bathroom. Now it's a men's tower. But the day they came, they was doing something with the bathroom downstairs. Bunny old. Hey, I got to use the bathroom. Now, I told stories about John Wash to my friends, and I used to be doing like stand-up stuff downstairs, laughing and joking, and talking about stories of John Wash like I'm doing with y'all. So people knew John Wash. He was like a legend. They're like, yo, that's your granddad? Yo! And I said, don't walk up on him like that, because, John Wash don't like young people trying to, you know what I mean? I said, don't walk. I said, just be respectful. Hey, Mr. Washington. He's like, hey, kids, how you doing? You got dress socks over there all crazy and shit, right? Bunny goes upstairs. I said, come on upstairs. I'm on the second floor. So she's coming upstairs. I see her coming through the building, through the window, and I'm standing there. But like, I had like on my window, we had it was like drapes, but like you could see through them, but you couldn't really see me. I said, come on up. She came upstairs. When she came around the corner, I swear to God, she said, hey! And she went to do like that, and she backed up and said, ah! And she bust out laughing. She bust out laughing hard, like she was like, I'm about to pee on myself. I'm like, yo, what? What? I'm like, yeah, you don't know about this. She was like, ooh, you got finger waves. Stevie, you crazy. Ah! And I'm getting mad now because Bunny is old. She don't know what's cool. Now, Bunny's my dog, you know what I'm saying? My grandma, me and her like this. You ain't gonna shit on me in front of my new peeps. I'm like, what you laughing at? You look stupid. Ah, ah. You look like a girl. Men don't wear finger waves unless they pimps. When she said that, instead of me getting mad, I said, I do be pimping, baby. I'm playing around though. She said, well, we'll see what happens. Where's the bathroom? I let her go to the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom. We watch the door, come back out. She like, you still standing there with that stuff in your head, Stevie? You better wash that out before John Wash comes. Now, remember, guys, I've washed my hair. I mean, girls have taken care of this. So I've never watched it, and I just got it done the day before. So I don't know how to watch this shit. I don't know how to operate. I just know it's in my head, and I think I look cool. Yo. I'm like, I'm keeping it. I'm going downstairs. I'm 19 years old now. You know what I'm saying? Remember they say when I'm 18, they're going to take their hands off me. I came downstairs. John Wash saw my head. He doubled hard as hell. He's like, yeah, I said, how you doing? I tried to walk up there and shake his hand. He pushed my hand out the way. I think he didn't want to embarrass me in front of my friends. I said, hey, Dad, how you doing? He said, and he, with one hand, he pushed the hand and then he pointed. You know his tongue. He like, what the hell is that on your head? What is that? John Wash pulled me close to him like this. He said, if you know how damn ridiculous you look. And then John Wash pulled me closer. The styling gel that they had, I used to like getting it put in my head because it smelled like donuts and shit. I don't know why, it just smelled like Dunkin' Donuts or something. And he pulled me and he's like, then he grabbed my hand. Like, that's another thing. I ain't let nobody touch my hair and shit. That's another thing is I feel like I was a pimp, don't touch my shit. You know what I'm saying? He grabbed my hand. What is that? I was like, wait. He's like, smells like donuts. I said, I know, right? Stevie getting the goddamn card. He can't tell me nothing. No, I'm 19. We drive off. I say goodbye to everybody. Thank you, Anita. I appreciate it. We drive off. Going down the highway. I'm in the back. This when Daz Effects was out. I'm pumping Daz Effects on my joint, you know what I mean? Vibing. I keep looking in the mirror, John Wash like this, driving. Every time, now you remember, I always sit behind Bunny so I can see him and I can see the driver's side. The mirror. He like, oh. He keep going, like he can't look at me, like it's too much. He like, oh. Now I only see him do that when he in pain, when Bunny start talking. For some reason, I don't know if y'all got grandparents that when the women start talking, he don't want to hear it. They just start acting like they in pain. He kept looking at me like, oh, shit. Oh. He told Bunny we should have never let him come all the way out here. I didn't blame Mississippi for it. Anyway, right? I goes home. We get home in like 2 days. I'm doing my hair, what she told me to do. Get home. I know when I get home, I can't keep this up. I don't know nobody else that can do this. So all of a sudden, I know it's going to come to an end. I'm going to probably cut my hair down low like I do now, you know what I'm saying? And then start over again. But I'm enjoying the ride. Get to the crib, the honeys is on me. Oh, I ain't even know that was you. I thought you was a pimp. My clothes was right. I'm outside. My boys is clowning hard. Oh, look at his hair. They go get the girls. The girls go like, what's wrong with his hair? Oh, that's Stevie. You look good. My boy's like, y'all can do that for us? Now they want to get it. My cousin Troy, 4 years younger than me, shout out Troy. Stevie, you look stupid. I ain't feeling it. That shit whack. You're like a girl. In the 90s, girls had finger waves in Jersey, so I got the shit in my head. So that's why they say like you like a girl. But in Mississippi, I'm the man. I come back to Jersey, they try to clown. Like I ain't feeling it. Now I already got my car, got the rims. I'm driving through, got the beats. You can't tell me nothing. Yo, we go to the Pensacola Mart again. Shout out Pensacola Mart. That's where I used to get my music tapes from. Remember I told y'all the Terrence Trent D'Arby thing for John Wash. We in the same record store. We goes in there. My cousin Troy was like, yo, bro, you need to really like look at your head. Cause you look gay, bro. I'm like, yo, stop hating. You know, I'll start getting mad. He like, bro, I can prove it right now. I said, how? He said, the gay dude over there looking at you right now, behind the counter. I look, my man was just like this. I got home, immediately cut my hair off. Washed that shit, immediately cut my shit off. Yo, no, hell no, never look back. The way he was looking, you know, they be doing that lip thing like, he's like, you do that, he's like, hell no. Oh. So I cut my hair, that was the end of that. But you could not tell me I wasn't the shit from my birthday in February all the way to May. You couldn't tell me nothing. I was pimping hard, boy. The honeys was on me. Only had one girlfriend, but they was on me though. So that's my shining time away from home. So y'all can laugh all y'all want. I'm just being it real. We family in here. That shit funny. Some of y'all got some embarrassing shit too. But you could not tell me nothing. My head smelled like donuts. It was shiny as hell. The waves was big as hell. They was deep. Come on, I had the hat, the part in it. Come on, the honeys was on me. Anyway, that's that story. Yeah, this story right here. Now, I'm going to name some stuff, and y'all going to have to correct me. This is a long time ago. We goes to the Alamo. Now, remember I told you John Wash is old school. He loved football. I mean, he loved cowboy movies, right? So all of the John Wayne movies he watched. All of the Lee Van Cleef movies he watched, right? All the Clint Eastwood movies he watched. Every day it's a Western on. Even the White Buffalo movie with Charles Bronson. See, I know all these movies because when I would get on punishment, he would make me go back there and sit there and watch them. And it was like slow poison. I cannot stand cowboy movies. So he would just make me be back there. So we get out to Texas. And he like, yo, we going to Alamo. It's me, my brothers, and Bunny. Usual cast of characters on vacation. This is another vacation story. We goes to the Alamo. I see it. It's a raggedy looking building. I don't care. I'm not a historian. I don't care about the cowboy stuff. We go in there. They got guns in the glass thing, a real gun. I'm like, damn, them guns fly. Now I start paying attention. They got a guy that's telling us all this stuff. I cannot remember whose hair this was. I called this story Davy Crockett, but I know it wasn't Davy Crockett. I know he wasn't in Alamo, but I'm just, y'all gonna have to correct me. They had a lock of somebody's hair. If any of y'all been to the Alamo, whose hair do they have that was in the last stand of the Alamo where I guess they cut a lock out of his hair or something after battle when he died and they idolized it. It's a lock of hair wrapped up and it's sitting in this glass case. I don't know if it's Samuel Adams or Daniel Boone. I don't know. I'm not a historian. Whoever it was some famous white dude, right? John Wash, they're talking, and John Wash is one of them people where he wants to participate, but he's annoying. So they're asking questions, they're doing the tour, and John Wash always do this. He'll raise his hand and ask questions. And then they'll answer the question. They're trying to go to something else. He'll come back again. People get mad. We got to hold John Wash back. He ready to fight the people. He paid money like everybody else. He would have learned all this stuff. John Wash was feeling the Westerns. So they got this hair in there, and I'm looking at the hair. The hair got dust on it and shit. I'm like, yo, they don't play there. I was sitting there looking at it, right? I'm like, why they got hair in the thing? My baby brother, my younger brother is 8 years younger than me. He like, ew, it's hair, ew. John Wash got embarrassed from the way my brother was acting. John Wash grabbed him hard as hell by his arm and just turned him and pushed him. Now don't look at him, it's ill. It's nasty, don't look at it. We over here with the tour guide. Tour guide's walking around with us. We walking. John Wash raised his hand. In the middle, the guy just talking. It wasn't even a question time thing. Bunny tapping me. Here we go. Now, I'm older now. I probably was like, I don't know, 13 years old or something. I mean, I was older. I'm sitting in there. Yes, the locket of hair over there. Is that really Daniel Boone's or whatever, whoever, Samuel Adams or Samuel Jack? I don't know, Samuel L. Jackson. I don't know who it was. Somebody. Yes, it is. How can you verify? I mean, it was a long time ago, 18 something. Is that really his hair? I mean, because technically, if that was his hair, it would be disintegrated by now. Like John Wash saying all kind of stuff. But he like, Johnny, what? And you don't say nothing to John Wash out loud. Johnny, why don't, when she said, why don't you, are you sober? But he did like this. Forget it. So John Wash and the guy sees that. The guy says, well, sir, I'll answer all questions at the end. I mean, I said that in the beginning of the thing, right? John Wash like, okay. It's a big sign up there. Do not take pictures in here. They're going around the thing. They got this gun, supposedly was a famous character in the movie that John Wash was his favorite character. They got the gun up there. It's on a rack. John Wash, just like a tourist. This is how John Wash used to be. I swear to God, this is how John Wash was so embarrassing. He meant no harm, but he was embarrassing. John Wash would be like this. He would have the white or the yellow dress shirt with the pocket. He'd have a bunch of pens in it, the little notepad like a policeman. He would have the Polaroid camera over, or like a regular camera with the strap around his neck. He would walk with his hands in his pockets or his hands behind his back, smiling at every damn body, just happy to be there. And it was so embarrassing. And Buddy would be embarrassed, like, yo, why he always got to do this? The gun's up there. John Wash takes the Polaroid thing. The guy's like, oh, sir, no. The guy runs over to John Wash and puts his hand in front of the camera. John Wash clicks the camera. The Polaroid's coming out. John Wash pushes the man. When he pushes the man bumps into another guy. When the guy bumps into another guy, they're like, hey, don't put your damn hands on me. Don't you ever touch me. John Wash wilding. It's nothing but a goddamn picture. Sir, you can't take pictures in the thing. Don't put your damn hands on me again. I'm a man. Talk to me. John Wash just blacking. You know what I'm saying? This is what that was funny. While John Wash was arguing, right? The picture fell out the thing. Right? Because then you moving around, when you hit the Polaroid, it would come out and then you just pull it out. The picture fell on the thing. We forgot about the picture because we had to squash the beef. So in the middle of that happening, John Wash, I guess he felt embarrassed. He's like, come on, kids, let's go. I'm like, look, I'm going to tell y'all something. It's funny when I tell you stories about John Wash because I'm a man now and I survived it. But sometimes, man, it was so scary and it was so tense because you never knew what he would do because John Wash was a live wire. I would be counting the steps to the door like, okay, we can just get out. Hopefully he won't turn around and say nothing or just run at somebody, or put some random motherfucker in the mouth that look at him funny. You know what I'm saying? John Wash was just a behemoth. You know what I'm saying? He don't care. We go out the door. As we going out the door, I happen to look and the picture was on the ground. When I went to do that, Bunny pushed me. My little brother picks the picture up. We go outside. When we picked the picture up, because the guy knocked the camera down aggressively, it was going down as it took a snapshot. It was the hair. You can see the hair in the picture that John Wash is asking questions about his shit. They get in the car. Buddy is screaming at John Wash. You ain't supposed to take no pictures in there, Johnny. I don't give a damn. I paid my money like everybody else. What's the little picture going to do? That, like if I take the picture, the image of the thing is going to disappear and go into the photo. People are stupid. This is John Wash say to Bunny. You didn't even back me in there. You were arguing with a man. Why would I argue with a man? You could have said something. There was a woman there. You could have attacked her. Shit. He wanted Bunny to ride for him on the chick, and the lady was just standing there with her kids. John Wash is fucking savage. There was a woman there. You could have backed me up. She was just standing there. She looked at me crazy. I think she was about to strike. He said strike. She was about to strike me. Strike me. Where's your cobra? Where's your fucking poisonous snake? She's going to strike you. So all this stuff I'm saying, what's his name? We in the thing, right? We in the car. We driving. So my brother cannot control his laugh and he real loud. I keep like imitating John Wash's voice, and I was like, "He's gonna strike me!" And I kept throwing my hand like a cobra, and I was behind John Wash's head because we had just huddled in the car, so I wasn't in my normal spot behind Bunny. I was behind John Wash. He couldn't see me. I kept getting behind John Wash's little peanut head. I was going, and I was doing like that to the back of his head. My brother screaming. Ah! The last time I did it, I stuck my tongue out like, and I did like that. My brother, when I stuck my tongue out, my brother loses it. Yeah, he screamed so hard and he fell forward like, ah, remember we didn't wear seatbelts back then. Ah! And he screamed, it scared the shit out of John Wash. John Wash went in the fucking middle lane because we was in an outside lane. Yeah, a truck is like right behind us, almost to the point where it could have, our tail could have hit the thing, did a pit maneuver and killed us. Ah! All you hear is Bunny, Johnny! Shut up, Bunny! He trying to get the car back under control and shit. My brother laughed. I'm sitting back like I ain't do nothing. John Wash pulled the car over. It wasn't me. It was Stevie. Shut the hell up, John Wash. Remember when they say don't make us get out the car? John Wash never said that. He just got out the car. John Wash get out the car, runs around the car. John Wash all old, so he running with his fucking dress socks all stiff and shit. He runs over there. She's like, Jesus Christ. Mika, why'd you have to laugh? It wasn't me. It was Stevie. I'm going to tell Dad. I said, you ain't saying nothing. With me, I'm sitting right here. Look. Go out the door, right? He tear my brother's ass on the side of the road. Ah! It was Stevie. It wasn't me. All I heard was you. Shut your dumb ass up. Get in the car. Not a peep. So now we back in the car, right? He keeps saying, if I hear a peep out of you, Mika, he called my brother Mika, if I hear a peep out of you, I'm going to tan your tail again. We can do this all day. I got a lot of belt. So he's in the back. My brother kept looking at the window because he didn't want to look at me, but he was mad. So my little brother, I'm trying to make him laugh now. I ain't shit. So I keep, you know, like they say, little chicks be peeping. So I'm doing like this with my arms. I'm like, peep, peep, peep. And like, my brother looking out the window. I'm like, in his face like, ah! My little brother. Diggs, that's my little brother's nickname. Diggs, you want your ass beat? No, sir. I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop. I ain't want to get him beat. You know what I'm saying? That shit was funny. We almost died because I was up there being a fool and laughing at John Wash. But we still got that picture somewhere with the Davy Crockett hair or whatever the fuck it is. That shit was funny as hell, yo. So that's that story. This next story you're gonna like too. This is about me getting my ass beat. Y'all, for some reason, y'all always like to hear about me getting fucked up. I don't know why. Y'all supposed to love me on here, but y'all just love when Steve get in trouble. How many of y'all, show of hands, how many of y'all used to watch wrestling back in the day? Y'all, any of y'all used to watch wrestling? When it was like Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man, when like WWF, it was called WWF then, when it was real big, right? None of y'all watch. Chris Ford, you watch wrestling, right? WWF, Belinda, exactly. Tag team, yep. Okay, so y'all know what I'm talking about. Wrestling used to be the shit with me. It used to be the shit. Yo, I'm gonna tell y'all some stories about that too. We used to watch WWF on Saturdays, and then they would have the NWA. Remember they had the Southern Wrestling, NWA had Magnum T.I., Dusty Rhodes, Nikita Koloff, Ivan Koloff, the Road Wars. Remember that shit? Yo, that shit was crazy. That was my favorite, but that came on later. WWF will come on at 11, and then right from there, we would run across the street to my man Roland's house. Shout out to Roland, may he rest in peace. We would run over to his house, right? And his mom wasn't home. We'd be in the house, the whole hood would be in there. We'd be in there watching wrestling. They'll start bleeding and he's busted open. And at the end on NWA, they would always have somebody come out. It'd just be a Donnie Brook and all the favorite wrestlers you want to see. And they'd be like, we gotta go, we're out of time. Oh, it's pandemonium. And they would turn the TV off. Everybody be like, man, they always doing this. Then all of a sudden we'd be sitting there. It'd be one dude out of nowhere. We always make these noises like we wrestlers. Ooh, we just start fighting. The whole house, we start tearing the house. We ain't even our house. We in there hitting motherfuckers. We taking the shade thing off, the little metal thing. We hitting motherfuckers. We tearing the house up. And then we all fix it back up before we leave. For his mom come home, we leave out every Saturday. Crazy shit. We be in there fighting motherfuckers. Man, look, it was just wild. But I mean, man, them the days, man. The reason why I brought that up is this. Yeah, Junkyard Dog. I hated Junkyard Dog because like they was always making moves and stuff. Listen, my favorite wrestler was Macho Man, hands down. In WWF, I'd never seen a person like that. The way he was acting, the way his voice was, the way he moved. That's the first bad guy I liked when he was bad. When he turned good, I hated him. Like he had that a-hole voice, you know what I'm saying? The way he talked, the way he would move like he was taking a shit constantly. Man, the way his pinky would be, that was my shit. Like when I seen that, I was like, yo, if I was a white dude, I'd want to be the Macho Man. He had Elizabeth. She was pretty. Everybody wanted her. He was jealous. He would always point with the pinky. He'd do like this and make her go. Man, he was like the Mac. Macho Man was a shit. And he was a savage and he was little. Can't beat it. Yeah, but see, Stone Cold came later. This is like 87, 85, 87. Stone Cold was in like the late 90s when he had his run with The Rock. But anyway, listen. Dusty Rhodes was my boy too. We in the house one day. They like Stevie. Garden State Park was having this thing where it was Ultimate Warrior versus Hulk Hogan. And it was pay-per-view. So you would go there, they had these big ass screens. I never seen pay-per-view because all of the WrestleManias I would never see them. Like I wanted to see the one with Mr. T. This is when the 18 was out. And I thought Mr. T was a real person, like a real tough guy. I thought like his character was him. I'm like, damn, he ain't even a wrestler. He gonna fight with Hulk Hogan against Roddy Piper. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see that bad. When it came out that it was $40-something, John Wash and them was like, we ain't paying for that shit. We ain't paying for that. I cried like a bitch. I ain't give a fuck. I tried to throw a tantrum. It ain't work. It ain't even work. I want to see that bad. But anyway, let me get back to the story, y'all. I'm getting sidetracked. Macho Man and everything is like in the pinnacle. Macho Man's the shit. They got the wedding, right? Where Macho Man and Elizabeth getting married. And the Cobra pop out the damn box because he had beef with Jake the Snake. It was a real Cobra and it popped out the box. Like they opened the box. I'll never forget that. That was one of the funniest shits I ever saw. When that real Cobra popped out the box on that TV, that was a real snake. And it hooded up and it sat back. Everybody ran. When Macho Man, he had that white suit on with the white cowboy hat, no freely sits, tight ass pants. When he stuck his finger out and he pointed at the snake and he did like this, like he was about to drop the elbow, and he spun around and shit and pointed at the snake. That was the coolest shit I ever saw. I was like, yo, Macho Man is the shit. We in the house that night. Bunny scared of snakes. So Bunny watched wrestling too. She like, oh, you saw that Cobra? You ain't gonna be able to watch wrestling no more. It's too dangerous. I said, it ain't even bite him. No. I can't remember if it was Saturday Night Main Event when this Cobra shit happened, or Monday Night Raw. I can't remember what it was. It was Monday Night Raw, but it used to be some Monday night thing. The snake came out. She tells John Wash ain't paying attention to it. We goes to Jehovah's Witness Church. Ironically, same week. Yes, they're up there talking. We have an announcement. Does anybody let their children watch wrestling? Wrestling is it? Like, you know what it is. I hate that wrestling. You don't know what wrestling is, bro? Wrestling is it? Yes. It has a lot of graphic imagery. They're showing people bleeding. It's inciting violence. One of the witnesses' sons jumped off the steps, landed on the ground, and got paralyzed. Be careful. Don't let them watch it. Oh, that's all Buddy needed to hear. Oh, remember Piper's Pit? That was my shit. Piper's Pit. Bunny, all of a sudden, oh, you can't watch it. You can't watch it. WCW. That's what it was. It was called NWA back in the day, though. You can't watch it. The blood is real. They said it. John Wash, savage. Leave the boy alone. It's wrestling. It's fake. That blood is real. They said it. Leave him alone, buddy. We come home. John Wash leaves the house. I turns into a terror. Bunny's mad at me. She won't talk to me. And I ain't did nothing to her. She's just mad because John Wash took up for me for once. I laughed in the car too. Buddy got mad over that, so fuck it. So now Buddy mad, right? She in there smoking cigarettes. She on the phone with Dot, my grandma, talking shit about me and how I'm gonna turn into a killer because I watch wrestling and they bleed on there. I didn't know where John Watch went. Sometimes John Watch park his car in the back and clean it. John Watch in the back cleaned his car. We had the storm door where like you could turn the things and the glass slats. I'm in the house, me and Bunny going at it. I start turning into Macho Man with the voice. And I'm talking crazy to Bunny and I'm moving all stupid and stuff, like just being an asshole. Stevie, you ain't gonna be watching that stuff. And I'm like, it comes on tomorrow night. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching it. Yeah, USA, you know what time it is, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be here. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm pointing in her face. I've got my ass poked out. I'm doing, I got my hand on her head. I'm doing all this shit, right? I'm wilding. You know what I'm saying? I'm wilding out. And I'm like, instead of calling, he had Elizabeth, I was calling her Lillian. Bunny's first name is Lillian. So I'm like, Lillian, yeah, I'm start doing these promos. I'm like, yeah, Hulk Hogan, yeah, me and Lillian, yeah. She trying to laugh, trying not to laugh, but it's funny because I keep getting near and shit. And I'm like, ooh, yeah. I'm doing all this crazy shit. John Bosch in the back. I start getting too cute. I'm like, yeah, the Macho Man. I'm doing all this stuff right, and I'm getting all up in her face. And I'm like, dig it, can you dig it? Yeah. I'm doing all this crazy stuff. Remember the part where he took the cup and he crumpled the cup up? She had a cup at the table. I crumpled the cup up. I'm like, yeah, all goes in the wastebasket. Yeah, just go. And I'm talking to her. She starts talking. I'm like, shut your mouth. Yeah, shut your mouth. John Watch heard it. I swear to God, that motherfucker came in there. I was in the middle of acting a fool. I had my pinky out. I was doing all this stuff, and I just went around in a circle, right? And I turned around, and I did my hands like this in her face. John Watch was behind me. I had my ass out and everything. I was like, ooh, yeah. And I went to do like that. That motherfucking belt hit me hard as hell. All I heard was, I was like, yeah, I'm going to tell you. Ooh, that motherfucker hit me. I was like, ah. He beat the shit out of me. Don't you ever disrespect while you're walking with your butt. What do you say? Your posterior poked out. What's wrong with you on your tippy toes like a damn fairy? That's what wrestling teach you? I said, I'm doing the mantra. I don't give a damn who you doing. And he just won on me. I mean, he beat the shit. That was like one of the worst beatings I ever got. Nigga beat me down and everything. My fucking voice. He beat me so bad. And I'm so embarrassed saying this, man. He beat me so bad. It was hurting. And like after a while of getting beat, I'm like, instead of being like, all right, I was still in character. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. And I just caught myself and he looked. And I was like, oh no, I didn't mean it. He started beating my ass. I ran up under the thing. Bunny laughed so hard, she peed herself. I was hurt. How you gonna pee off of me getting killed? She was like, it was funny when he beat you, like he beat the sense out, like you ain't had no sense, and like you started talking about, you went back in the character, it was funny. You could not, I never did Macho Man in the house again. I swear to God. Monday when Macho Man was on TV, I was so mad, I just started hating on him. But it was only for that match. After that, I like Macho Man again. I just never did it in the house. But yeah, man, that's that story, man. John Watch fucked me up for being disrespectful. I was in Bunny's face like, really in here? Shut your mouth. But that's it. Now, this next story is a story my mom told me last week that I forgot to tell you about John Watch when he was younger. They teenagers now. John Jr. is 19 years old. He's going in the Marines, right? He's going to ship out. He's going in the Marines. John Watch is proud. John Watch is a 20-something year Army veteran. John Watch hype. Joanne is 2 years younger than John Jr., right? Thomas is, I don't know how many years younger than what's the name, than my mom, Joanne, but he's younger. He's the youngest. John Watch takes and goes out back with John Jr., right? Being that you're going to be a military man, you need to start learning how to march, and you need to start learning how to do the facing movements. They be like left face and like you turn and all this. John Watch out there teaching him because he's proud. He want his son to be a good soldier. He want to teach him all of the stuff. And man, I'm gonna tell you something. It sounds funny, but man, John Watch, man, shut up. I say a lot of stuff like John Watch was a maniac, which he was. But John Watch did a lot of stuff, man, that, you know, a lot of people, John Watch was very selfless. If you was his kid and you was trying to do something right, he would support you 100%. And I'm like that with my kids, like Antoine and stuff. He want to do something. If he can convince me that it's really what he want to do, I'm riding. That's them good values to learn. You only learn them from men because men been where you was at. Why am I kicking knowledge? Listen, he out there, right? And he doing the movements. Joanne and Thomas in the upstairs window laughing and stuff. Pidgey can't, Pidgey, that's his nickname. John Jr. can't get the steps right. John Watch getting mad, but he's not yelling at him, but he's just trying to tell him, like, yo, in the military, when you go into boot camp, they're gonna be in your face. So you gotta be, so John Watch started like screaming on, like, left face, right face, and like doing all this stuff, like he was like messing it up. They kept annoying John Watch and laughing. John Watch was like, busting the house. Bunny, tell them kids to come outside now. John Jr.'s 19, Joanne 17, Thomas, we're gonna say probably was 14. Vietnam War and all this stuff is about to go on. This is before this went on, I guess. They outside. John Watch, they said John Watch made them all line up, biggest to smallest, meaning Thomas was on the end and had them doing the facing movements too. So when they out there doing the facing movements, right? John Watch got them marching around the yard, but they had them in the backyard because I guess the kids used to play in the front. So there were no kids in the backyard, they embarrassed him. He got them back there and he marching. They said John Watch, because John Watch had this hat. It was like a black cowboy looking hat. And it was upstairs in the, you know, in his like armoire thing. So I guess he used to wear it. John Watch, he said John Watch had the hat on and was walking next to him like, 1, 2, 3, 4, kids, keep it up. What? Ah. He said he was marching the kids. Now, I'm going to tell you something. When John Watch do something, he be in character for real. I can only imagine that shit. He said John Watch was marching the kids. They said they would do the facing movements. He said he had Thomas so shook when he was screaming on him and stuff. He said Thomas was actually shaking his shit. He said Thomas forgot left from right. Because you know, when you go to military boot camp, they scream on your ass the way if you can't focus like that. I mean, somebody in your face, you can feel their breath. So he's walking and he's making them stand still. And he got him out there. He's like, attention, they're standing there. And he's walking back and forth and he's looking at him, mean as hell. Said Thomas was folding under pressure like a motherfucker. Oh, my gay Uncle Thomas, he was folding under pressure, man. God bless him. He said Thomas is out there folding under pressure. He said, you know, you're supposed to look straight and be focused. He said Thomas was looking at my granddad. Every time my granddad would my Thomas would look, they're supposed to be looking straight, right? He said he had Thomas so shook on one part, right? He was walking by and Thomas was looking at him with the eyes like this. When John Watch turned around and looked at Thomas real fast, right? Thomas was so scared, he didn't move his eyes, he moved his head. He said his eyes was still, said he turned his eyes was still cocked like, He didn't know how to move the eyes in his head, only his head moved instead of his eyes. He couldn't get, John Watch had him fucked up in the head. Oh my God. And I know Thomas, I know how he is. He was scared as fuck. He said, now we're going to do grenade training. John Watch went and got a pair of socks, right? Dress socks. And he was like back there. We used to have this raised flower bed thing. It was like landscaping. It was like brick, but it was like part of the yard. So like it was the sidewalk in the middle and it was like a little brick thing, like you put flowers in it, but it was about this tall. So he made the kids army crawl to the thing, right? So John Watch stayed over here and they got to throw the grenade near John Watch. So John Watch is standing there. It said, John Jr., he crawling, they got to crawl from the gate. So it's like a long crawl, but it's over the sidewalk. They got to crawl from the gate, right? Said John Watch got firecrackers out there. Said he done lit the firecrackers. He throwing the firecrackers on them. The firecrackers is popping, and they got to keep going with the firecrackers popping like to simulate war. Ah, shit! They got to simulate the war. So my granddad throwing the firecrackers, they scared as fuck. And they can't, they got to keep their elbows, they got to keep this part down. And they got to keep like their one knee down, like the army, the prone position, like the army men. And they got to go like this on their arms, and they got to keep their head down. If they stick their head up and he can see their head over, because that thing was kind of high. If they stick their head up, that means they dead and they get their ass beat with the belt. So they said John Wash had his belt undone, right? Then took the belt off, got the belt around his shoulder. I mean, hanging around his thing. He's lighting these black cat firecrackers and he's throwing them. And if they bring their head up off the ground, he gonna beat the shit out of them and they're gonna have to start all over again. Because he like, war is serious. Because you remember, my granddad was in a lot of wars. He done got shot up. He got all that shit. So he gonna make sure his son ain't gonna get happen. This kid, right? They said John Jr. went first. Boom, boom, boom. The firecrackers popping. Boom, boom. Firecrackers popping all around him. Boom, boom, boom. He gets over there. He's supposed to grab the dirty dress sock and throw that shit. He throws it. It lands near John Wash. It said John Wash was like, killed. His hand kept going like this. Kill. Meaning like he killed him. Like, good job, you killed him. Like if he throws him over there, like they threw it far away from here, say dud, and then beat the shit out you. You know what I'm saying? So he throws it. He says, kill. My mom goes next. They used to wear dresses back in the day. They didn't wear pants. Joanne wore a lot of dresses when she was young. Now, Joanne's probably 17. She probably got pants on now. Said, Joanne is doing it. Right? Joanne pops her head up. He said, dead. Dead. Go back and try it again, Joanne. She go back again. He threw one firecracker on. He threw one firecracker on her shit, right? She, Joanne, go back again. You died again. Do this time. He's on the firecrackers. She's scared. She make it. Joanne tells me, my mom, she said, I stuck my head up. He saw me, but I guess he let me go because I was a girl. You know who was last, and you know what the fuck happened. He said, thank you, Lord. He said, shut up. I'm killing me. Shit, my head hurts. Fuck. He said, Thomas went back there. Said he was so scared, right? Come on, Thomas, go. He said, Thomas was like, wait a minute. What? John Moss was like, what? God damn it. He said, instead of snapping off, because remember the firecrackers came in a roll. You could snap the fuse, you could grab like 5 or 6 of them, take them and just light the tip and then throw them and all of them pop. He was taking them one at a time and throwing them out. Said Thomas was like, God damn it. He said, God damn it. So move, Thomas. Thomas start moving. When he start moving, right? Somebody rides by on a bike that knows him. They used to call Thomas Joseph. That was his first name, Joseph. So they were like, hey, Joe, what's up? Now, it's a dude that was in the neighborhood that was an older dude. I think the dude was like kind of a perv or whatever. And, you know, people, he was a creepy dude, but he was still young, but nobody messed with him. I guess he got in some trouble with some kids or something. But he always liked Thomas. John Wash already knew. He said, the dude rode by on a bike. Hey, Joe. Hey, in the middle of war. Hey. John Wash was like, God damn it. He grabbed like 30 firecrackers and just lit them. He said John Wash was so mad when he lit the firecrackers, and he just threw the whole thing on Thomas. He said Thomas was walking. The firecracker, one of the firecrackers, the first one came off and popped near Thomas. Thomas said, oh, the firecrackers lit on Thomas's back, y'all. He didn't even know it was back, and they just started popping. He said Thomas started doing like a crab. He said Thomas screamed like a girl and crawled to the gate and hit his face on the gate and everything. He turned around back with it. Oh my God! He said Thomas hit the gate. Now you know they used to have, oh shit. You know they used to have the chain link gates, right? Damn. You remember they used to have the chain link gates where it had that little L thing and it was a hole in the ground. You'll put it down, then you lift it up and both the gates. He said Thomas ran his face into that. He said he hit that shit. He was like, and the firecrackers were popping. Said Thomas turned around. He was like, come over here. Come to me. Said Thomas, he said John Watts started calling codes. 36 Bravo. Come on, check your fire. Come on. He's throwing these things at Thomas, though, and the firecrackers are popping. Said Thomas did that shit. Said he got to the wall, and then instead of getting to the wall and grabbing the dirty dress so I can throw it, Thomas jumps the goddamn flower pot and lays on the ground. He like the grenade. The kids are cheering him on because John Watts told the kids to cheer Thomas on because he was fucked up. Come on, Thomas! Thomas jumps the damn thing and lands on the ground. So he out of the war zone. He said, grab the damn grenade. They said Thomas didn't even jump back over. Thomas just stood up, grabbed the grenade, and threw it. He said he threw the dirty dress sock and went on the top of the roof. He just threw it up there like he was so scared. Said John Watts was like, he said when he threw it, everybody looked like. Said John Watts was like, what the hell is your problem? Kill. Thomas like, oh, that would have killed you? No, it would have killed you. Don't never sign up for the military. You're not built for it. Jesus Christ, why did I bring you here? Thomas can't catch a break, man. Oh my God. I would have paid $500 to see that shit. I know that had to be hell. I know they was teenagers, but I know that had to be hell. Just to see his little ass crawl to that gate and smash his face. He said, nose was busting and everything. So he jumped up, he's like, scared as hell, nose was bleeding and shit. Did I kill him? No, you killed your goddamn self. Thomas, you can't win, man. Yo, man, Buddy's mad. You got them kids out there doing that stupid war stuff? War is hell, woman. That's why women are not in it. Joanne, I gave you a break. Stop laughing. John Jr., you'll make it. Stay focused. Stay with your commanding officer. You'll be all right. Thomas, go clean your room. And he went upstairs. Shit. That was the advice he gave Thomas. Man, man, I wish I could seen that shit. That and the washing machine. Remember the washing machine when he dove out of the I wish I'd have paid big money to see that. That firecracker. Yo, listen, my Uncle Thomas was a cool ass dude, man. But he just was scary. If I seen that, because we used to call him Don Knotts. Remember Don Knotts? He reminded me of Don Knotts, where he could scare his eyes, be all bubbly, he's shaking shit for no reason. Thomas was like that. Oh, man, I would have paid money to see that shit. Jesus Christ, that story called Boot Camp. Yo, John Watts, beast. Oh, here go another story. Damn, I got a lot of stories left. Damn, okay, maybe we got time. This story called llamas. Now, you know them animals, llamas, like alpacas and stuff like that? Okay. We never seen them before. We was on, I think we was in Pennsylvania, Dutch country or something. You know, the Amish be having all kind of weird animals. And like they be trying to make money. So we be driving through them little side roads out there in Pennsylvania, Dutch country. They got this thing, petting zoo. For some reason, John Watts liked having us go to the petting zoo. Now, remember I told you that thing with the billy goat when it attacked John Watts? This was before that. Now, I don't remember this whole story, but I remember the terrifying stuff. We go out to this petting zoo thing. It's a lot of people out there. They have this thing where you can pick strawberries and berries. So, like, it was a lot of people there. We're going to these places. We the only black folk there. That's another thing. You know, back in the day, we hood. Ain't nobody picking no blueberries. Ain't no blueberries in the hood. And people have the opportunities we had. So a lot of times we go somewhere, we the only black people there to experience stuff. So, Buddy, like, I'm going to go pick some strawberries. I'm going to go pick this. I'm going to pick that. All right, I'm going to go over here to the petting zoo with the kids. It's me and it's my second middle brother, the one that cry all the time. We goes over to the petting zoo, the line and the money, I guess, to do the strawberries or what they was charging when you bring strawberries back by weight or whatever, how much it's free. Bunny wasn't feeling it. She come back. We in the line to go in the petting zoo, right? It's a little line with that too, a bunch of little kids. I'm older. I don't want to go in here. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I got my brother with me. He cry all the time. I don't want to deal with it. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Exactly, Jason. Check it out. Goes in there. They got this llama back there. The llama is attached to it got a harness on his face, but they got this rope on it, but it's attached to this thing, but it's not secure. So meaning basically, if the llama does like this with his head, he'll come off of that little hook thing that's on it. Bunny goes back there. Bunny had the Jerry curl. This is when Bunny first had the Jerry curl, right? Could tell Bunny shit. She swore she was the shit. John Watts was feeling it too. But anyway, listen. The llama gets loose. And it's back there, but it's not really bothering nobody. It's making these camel sounds and all this stuff. Anybody look at it. You got all this wool on it. You know what I'm saying? It's a pig, baby pigs back there. Everybody playing. Somebody goes over and touches the llama. They go over, touch the llama. They get the llama some food. Now all of a sudden the llama's coming out. It's around all these people and all this stuff, right? I hear you, Susie Q. Cut it out. So anyway, right? The llama, they're not giving the llama food. The llama, all of a sudden, Bunny's Jerry curl. Remember when the Jerry curl first came out, it had to be shining for you to get status. It was glistening. The more greasier, the better. Bunny had that stay free curl shit, that clear shit. She throwing that shit in her head. It smells good. The llama starts eating Bunny's head. Start licking her head first. It start biting. First it was licking her head. She's like, oh, look, oh, you know, Bunny be frozen in fear. The llama licking Bunny's hair. He got slime in his mouth. He licking her hair. My brother like, ew, look, Dad, look, oh my God, ew. I'm looking at it. I'm like, his tongue big as hell. I see them nasty ass teeth in his mouth. He licking on Bunny. Stevie, grab the rope. I'm not grabbing that shit. Hell no. I said, no, I'm not gonna grab. It's too big. It was huge to me. I'm like, God, I'm not gonna move out the way. John Mosh goes over there. Right when John Mosh goes to grab the rope, the llama goes like that, and it bites Bunny in the back of the head. Not her scalp, but it bit her hair. It started like licking it, and it's like it was tasty. It started eating her hair. Bunny is crazy. Bunny will not run. Bunny will not fight. Bunny will just sit there and scream. Ooh, ooh. And she don't even scream. She says, ooh. I don't know where that came from. This Bunny, ooh, 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 ooh. The thing is like chewing her hair, like pulling her hair back. She's like, oh my God, Johnny, it's attacking me. Johnny, ow, the pain. John Wash. Okay, easy, big fella, easy. John Wash is pulling the llama, but the llama got a lock on Bunny's head. So John Wash, he's so savage, he ain't paying attention. Come on. When he's pulling the llama, it's snatching Bunny's hair. Johnny, you're killing me. He won't let go. John Wash, look around. Hey, he trying to call the Amish man over there with it's like a plow thing. He pulling it. He ain't even in there watching us. It's other little kids the little white kids, they curious. They ain't even panicking. They like, John Wash like, hey. He punch it on the side. Boom. It moved like he punched like near the middle. It moved. And it bite her harder. And it tries to run off with Bunny. It bit her and it try to run with her. John Wash trying to hold the rope. John Wash, I think he was scared too. John Wash, because like Bunny was screaming. John Wash punches the llama in the neck. Boom. The llama lets go. Bunny falls on the ground. The llama walks over to the other side of the thing and he keeps doing like this, like he's fucked up. Now he ain't getting hit in the head, but he's going like he's choking. And he goes and just sits down. And we leave out, walk out the thing. Bunny's head and got chewed up, like part of it was missing. She ain't had no bald spot, like it just ripped off part of it. So she had a patch in her head. My brother's crying. Why did he hit it? He crying because the thing punched. John Wash punched the thing. That thing could have ate Bunny. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck that thing. We leave out. The way it was, the petting zoo was here, was these big telephone pole looking log things that like you park up against. Like, you know, sometimes they make parking lots, they put wood down. So we get in the Cadillac, right? We backing up. The llama laid the fuck over there, like looking drunk as hell. Like, I think John Wash killed that shit. I don't know. We got out of there. Just drove off. John Wash, crazy, yo. John Wash, yo, the best that ever lived, yo. The llama was eating Bunny's hair, and he attacked. Like, yo, I think he was scared though, because when he finally pulled that last time, and he punched it, and the body moved, and it didn't never let go. I think John Wash was like, I'm gonna really have to hit this thing. John Wash was like, boom. That motherfucker say. Right in the throat, he punched him. So I don't know what happened with that, but we left out of there. We never went to that again. Then we went to the years later, we went to the thing, and he had to try to take me in the petting zoo. I was old as hell, and the Billy Goat got his ass. It was a standoff. He cussed the Billy Goat. Remember, y'all know. Look at my other live stream, you'll see it. But anyway, this is the next video. I mean, the next video. You hear me? You can tell I'm in character, right? The next video. The next story is called Monopoly. I'm 13 years old. I got $44 in this silver looking toolbox thing. I'm trying to save money. Bunny trying to teach me to save money. John Wash always had money in the bank. So he trying to teach me, but John Wash hard to listen to because if you make him mad, he gonna make you go get the Bible. I ain't trying to hear that. You know how it is with John Wash. So I got to hear it through Bunny. Bunny's the interpreter. Something happens and John Wash says, hey, look what I found in the basement. The Monopoly game. Come on upstairs, let's play. My little brother's there. We want to play, you're too young. My little brother, crying. All right, come over here and sit with me, we'll play. Bunny's playing now. Steven, this is how you learn how to play Monopoly and save money and all of this. We're playing. We're going around. I don't understand this shit. I'm playing. John Wash getting mad because I really don't want to do it, but he's trying to teach me. Somehow, Bunny gets Boardwalk but doesn't buy it. John Wash gets mad at Bunny because she didn't buy Boardwalk. You already had the blue one. Why you didn't buy the Boardwalk? They start arguing, right? Thank you, Hold Your Power. I appreciate it. They start arguing. Now the argument is not about the game no more. It's underlying beef. He bring up the lottery tickets, her smoking the cigarettes and being a Jehovah's Witness. She bring up him having the dirty magazines and adult films upstairs hidden that she don't think he know about. John Wash, she always expose them. Now I'm gonna tell you something. They would shoot barbs at each other, but Bunny didn't give a fuck what came out of her mouth. And that's the thing, man. You make a woman mad, man, you don't know what they gonna say. Y'all are dangerous. You got those nasty books. I said, what is a nasty book? I didn't know. I'm like, what the fuck is a nasty book? I'm thinking it's a book with like bugs and stuff in it. Like, I don't know nothing. I'm a kid. You got them nasty books. He trying to put his hands on my hand. He goes, shh, 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 shh. There's children. I don't care. You talking about the numbers and being a good witness. You ain't being a good witness. You're the lady of the household. God will destroy you. They used to say that. Instead of God striking you down, Jehovah's Witnesses say you get destroyed. You gonna get destroyed. Argue with John Wash. I'll be goddamn. If I'm going to hell, woman, you going with me. She was like, yeah, but I ain't going to the part where they take people with the nasty book. All you heard was one, goddamn it. And they going back and forth. This is how the argument ends. John Wash gets so mad, he throws the whole Monopoly thing off. Stevie, if you grow up and you're a bum and you don't know how to save money and you're poor, it's your mother's fault. And he walked the fuck off. Bunny like ripped him. Like John Wash was making all the noise and shit. And Bunny was just ripping him like, you got this. Oh, you talk about me. You got a hell of a nerve. She started poodling that motherfucker, started barking on him. And John Wash backed up like, oh shit. Everybody was like, shh, shh. She started talking. He was just standing there. He started making a face like he was in pain. He was like, like she was eating him alive. Buddy don't give a damn, yo. Man, shout out, Buddy, man. Damn, I miss my grandma. I do. This next story right here, we're going to call this shit. Thank you, Raheem. I appreciate it. We're going to call this story Breaker Breaker. I forgot about this, y'all. This is one of the first stories I was ever going to tell. See, a lot of y'all that watch my channel, I didn't know is older than me. So shout out. I appreciate it that y'all find value in some of the stuff I do. How many of y'all remember that movie called Convoy? It's an old movie, like from the late 70s and early 80s. It was a black truck, and it was a dude named Duck that drove the truck. He had a beard. And it was like a convoy movie, like when BJ and the Bear, like trucker movies was like the shit. Y'all remember that? Get you Jay, you remember that shit? Yo, Convoy. You know what I'm saying? John Wash and me are watching Convoy. I thought Convoy was cool as shit. The black truck with the duck on the front, yo, he was hitting the horn. I was a kid, so don't judge. I'm like, yo, that shit is live. Watching the movie, every time Convoy would come on national TV, like probably once a year. So every time Convoy would come on, me and John watched. That's the only time I could watch something with. I watched The Godfather with him too. He just made me turn my head when The Naked Woman was on. But that was our shit. The Godfather and any war movie and Convoy. So Convoy, come on, we watching it. I'm souped. We back there. He got his beer. We just watching it. Something happened in John Wash. All of a sudden, he wanted to be a trucker. I was like, I think I remember, I was like, yo, I want to be like Duck when I grow up. I'm going to have a truck. I'm going to have a girl. I always want the girl. I don't know why. I just, you know what I mean? That's how I know I was going to be a man. I always knew I was supposed to get the girl. I want the girl. So I'm like, yo, I'm going to get the girl. You know what I'm saying? We're going to ride in the truck. John Wash like, I used to want to be a trucker too. Tell me a week later, John Wash did not have a CB radio. We at the Pennsauken Mart, they used to have this place called Crazy Eddie's. It looked like a pawn shop to me, but it was all kind of electrical stuff, radio stuff, siren, beacon lights like cops, anything you wanted, they had. Boom box, it was like a pawn shop. They got the radio, CB radios in there, in the window. John Wash looking at them. Bunny, I think it's time. Take the kids outside. Now, John Wash was weird. I don't know why he did this. John Wash, when he bought something big and expensive for himself, he would always make us go to the car while he made the purchase for him. I don't know why he ever did that. I never figured it out. So we got it. Yeah, Sandra, you're right. He did get a CB radio. John Wash not only gets the CB radio, right? He tries to get something that a trucker would have. So he wants the CB radio mounted up on the top, but they didn't have mounts like that for a car. So he got it in the Cadillac, but he got it under the thing like a police officer where it's under the dash part, like sticking out where the ashtray at. He got it there. John Wash got this book, how to CB and all this stuff. John Wash is like a little kid. He's reading this book. He's learning all the call signs. He's learning all of this shit, right? Yo, it's like 3 months. John Wash keep talking. I can't wait to go on vacation. We're going to be like truckers. He trying to get me in it. No, we're not. It's a Cadillac. It's not the truck like on Convoy. I'm not feeling it. Dad, you're doing too much. I ain't say that to him, but in my head, I was like, we get on the road. But before we go on the road, a couple of weeks before, it's me, my boy Pop, and my man Shannon. Shout out to him. We in the car. We going to Wildwood, New Jersey. So you know they got highways going to Wildwood. We driving. John Wash, so hype about the CB radio and going on the road, he keep it in the plastic. He got the CB antenna that he can screw on and screw off. Now we come outside, this CB radio antenna is screwed in. It's flopping in the back of the car. We like, I don't understand how CBs work. I thought you just grab the thing and talk on it. You got to have an antenna. Yo, you got to have a channel on 19. I don't know what the trucker channel is now. Back then it used to be 19. John Wash, he done took the plastic off the thing. He look at Bunny. Bunny don't care. Bunny like, he look at Bunny. He look at Bunny like, oh, they should have never gave me this. We start going down the road. Hit the New Jersey Turnpike or wherever the hell we was going, 45 or 42 or whatever, heading to Atlantic City, Wildwood area. We on the highway. John Wash constantly grabbing the mic. He driving, got the mic in his hand. He looking around. Breaker 194 radio check. We looking like, what the fuck? How we in the back like? My friends is clowning me like, yo, what's up with your dad? But we know not to say nothing to John Wash. So we back there snickering. Come back. Radio check, come back. He talking all this shit, right? I'm embarrassed in the car. Somebody says, go ahead, radio check something. This John Wash. You know I'm telling the truth because I know this shit. You can see it where I'm saying it. John Wash like this. All right, good buddy. What handle do you go by? Come back. When he doing that comeback shit, it was making me mad as fuck. It was making me mad as hell. Come back. I think he was getting hyped when he go, he was getting hype off that. Come back. He keep looking at Bunny with his tongue. Yeah, I'm at mile marker such and such, this and that, this and that. And his smoke is up there, over. What? He feeling himself. So we driving. Every time he see a truck, he got to get on the mic. Come on back, cattle transport Arkansas plates. Do you read me? Come back, good buddy. I'll read you. This is the Brown Hornet. Come back. Like goofy stuff, like nobody does that. He think he on Convoy. We get near Wildwood, we start getting to the thing, right? He get on the thing. There's a county mountie on the side of the road. It was a state trooper. It's a county mountie on the side of the road. Mile marker 88. Be advised, coming back. All you heard was, whoop. Appreciate it. What you driving there, Brown Hornet? I'm driving a brown Cadillac. Come on back, good buddy. All you heard was, shh. I ain't your goddamn buddy. The dude said that to John Watts. John Watts was like, oh. We bust out laughing in the back seat. Ah! Buddy start laughing. You know, the older people laughing, that shit be funny and they be silent and their body move. Buddy was like, we all screamed. We ignorant. John Watts felt so stupid. He slammed the damn, it had that little like nipple thing on the back. He slammed that shit so hard, it broke the nipple off. Fucking TV was going between Buddy's legs driving when we was driving. We laughing. It's about 10 seconds of silence. It's John Wash. If I knew where that guy was at, I'd punch him right in the damn nose. I think he was a redneck. No, you was a dumbass. Truckers don't mess with you if you're in a car. They're truckers. The guy, what happened was the guy was next to us and John Wash got next to him driving and tried to like talk to him while he was driving. The dude was like, you ain't no trucker. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's what he get, trying to be cool and shit. You gonna call the guy a redneck, but you was trying to be one. You know what I mean? Smoking in the bandit and shit. This is the bandit. Come on, breaker. Get the fuck out of here. Shh. Possum Brown, you got smokies. Man, if you don't go ahead with that bullshit, you from the hood, but act like it. He all trying to be all Burt Reynolds and shit. That shit was hilarious. But after that, you know, later on, we just got used to him doing that shit. And that's why we would get in arguments with truckers. And they would chase us in their trucks like that movie The Duel when we would go on vacation with John Watts. He'd be trying to front and they would call him the fuck out and he'd get mad and cuss him out and then say we could pull over and fight. John Watts was an animal. Jesus Christ. So that's that story, right? Now, I told y'all stories before, right? About who John Watts hated. Let me tell you somebody, like remember I said John Watts hated like certain like rappers and stuff like this. I'm gonna tell you, yeah, that hold up, y'all. Get you there in that movie, The Duel? Yo, not The Duel, it's called Duel. If y'all never seen that 70s movie, that's one of the funniest movies I ever seen in my life. Y'all need to watch that shit. Remember that movie called The Car? Remember that? When it was like that demon car? That shit was hilarious too. Yo, them two movies, The Car and Duel. If you ever watch Duel, that's a good movie. It's a horror movie. Oh my God, I think Stephen King made that shit. That was one of his first movies. It's good. The cinematography, the way the guy was acting, how scary and funny he was. Y'all gotta watch that shit. Man, I might go download that on YouTube. It's on YouTube TV and shit. I might download that and laugh my ass off tonight. Check it out. John Watts loved Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier. John Watts loved both of them. Bill Cosby was John Watts' favorite. Listen, we was in a car and John Watts had 8-track tapes of Bill Cosby stand-up. It was the corniest shit to me. I didn't start appreciating Bill Cosby till I saw A Different World and Cosby Show. Remember, they come back to back. Regardless of how you feel about Bill Cosby and what he did or whatever like that, I'm not going to speak on that because, I mean, if he did, that's fucked up. But his show, Cosby Show and Different World, they were some good-ass shows. Them were some good-ass shows. I would have never went to college if I had never seen Different World. That made me think about going to school. So, I mean, no matter how you feel about him, he did stuff that did motivate a lot of people for a higher education. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But John Watts loved Bill Cosby, yo. He loved Bill Cosby. We was in a barbershop one time. This when I knew the shit was real. We was in a barber shop one time, and John Watts was about to fight one of the barbers that he known for years over Bill Cosby. The guy said Eddie Murphy was funnier than Bill Cosby. John Watts got mad because the guy was like, yeah. Remember Eddie Murphy Raw when he was like, I told Bill to have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up. The dude said that line. John Watts jumped up like he was Bill Cosby. John Watts ready to fight, yo. Like they had to break him up. Like John Watts was ready to fight, and he known this guy years. Because the guy said something about Bill Cosby. John Watts, yo man, honor must have been a big thing back then, and like the character of somebody. Because if somebody speak bad on the name, somebody will bust you in your shit. John Watts was ready to die for Bill Cosby. I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? So that's that story. I mean, that wasn't really a funny story, but I just wanted to mention that. That shit was wild. But anyway, this next story right here is another Western movie, right? Check this out. There was y'all remember, I don't know if y'all had, in Jersey, we had Channel 17. Every Saturday, they had this shit called Creature Feature, where, Saturdays they would show horror movies around 12 o'clock. And then after that, they would always show The Lone Ranger. They replaced The Lone Ranger with a show called Shazam, the original Shazam, which was trash. But they had The Lone Ranger. I hate cowboy movies, so I thought The Lone Ranger was trash. John Watts watched The Lone Ranger all the time. But John Watts only watched it because it was a Western. Every time John Watts would watch The Lone Ranger, y'all, he would be in the back cussing up a storm. And Bunny would be like, why you watch it if you're getting mad? It's stupid. Yeah. I never paid attention to it. He would always be laughing. Good. He would say good all the time. Do you know what he was laughing? He was getting mad about, y'all? And I never realized this until I went and seen him in Orlando because I brought it up. John Watts hated Tonto. He hated Tonto. Remember, it was Lone Ranger, and then it was the Indian dude, Tonto, that was with him. John Watts said he hated Tonto because Tonto was a white dude that had that brown shit on his face. He wasn't a real Indian. He hated him because he wasn't a real Indian, and he always got his ass beat. And he always let basically he let the Lone Ranger play him out. He was the show, but the Lone Ranger was like, he was like, he a real star, but he's stupid. So John Watts would be back there berating Tonto just to watch. He hated the show, but he only watched it to berate Tonto. He said Tonto it's a white man. Look at his nose. Look at his chin. You're out there in the Arizona plains. You couldn't find any of them Blackfoots, the Cherokees, the Wampums. What is it? You got Indian actors. You couldn't get a hero. What is it? Like, John Watts was like analyzing that shit. It was making him madder and madder. I'm like, why you getting mad at a show? The guy's an actor. John Watts watched that shit for like 3 seasons, cussing it out every damn day. I'm like, I've never seen a person watch something and make them so irate. One time he took his dress shoe off and he threw it and knocked the cable box out for 2 days. But the people came. Because he was so mad because Tonto fell off a horse or some shit and landed on in the brushweed. It was something stupid. I'm like, you're getting mad at that. When he told me that it was funny, but I was just in my head like, who does that? Like, who vets themselves by watching The Lone Ranger and be rating that actor? But anyway, that's that story. 2 more stories left. Now, damn, I ain't got a Mountain Dew in here neither. Damn. This story right here, this ain't a dating story, but it's something like that. We're going to call this story Juggernaut's Gorilla Faces. The worst kind. Let me stop now. But yeah, it's called Juggernaut's Gorilla Faces. When I came back and I had the finger waves, right? That's why I did that story before this one. Right before I kept the finger waves for like a week. You start to come out after a while. You start sticking up. I'll keep patching with the stuff, right? When I was in the height of my pimpness, when I first came back, my hair still looked good. My cousin got a baby by this girl. Girl had a girl with her. Now they older than me. They like 4 years older than me. I'm like 19. These boys got to be like 23 years old. But they don't know how old I am. I'm with my cousin. I got facial hair. I'm out in the world. He with his baby mom, she with what's her name? She see me, and when they pull up in the car, they like, oh, she got an old girl with her. I said, who? It was like Gorillas in the Mist. I said, who the fuck is Gorillas in the Mist? They was like Donkey Kong. I said, who is that? You'll see. You'll see. I said, what the fuck is that? Why y'all calling her that? You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker got out the car. This motherfucker's face looked like Planet of the Apes. I'm dead serious. I've never seen a person look exactly like a monkey in the face, like a gorilla. Like her nose was flared out and it was pushed back like a gorilla's nose. She was real dark skinned and her ears was pushed back. And she looked mean. She had I guess it was like, I don't know where she was from, but she looked mean. And she was a nice person. She got a car. She's like, how you doing? Smiling and shit. I said, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And she's like, I like your hair. I'm like, thanks. And she walked by. This motherfucker had legs like Barry Sanders. Besides her face, right? This motherfucker had a small waist. Her breast was sitting up. She looked like somebody chiseled her out of marble. Bubble. Shit. You know what I'm saying? She was like a sexy tugboat. I said, what the fuck? She looked like the Mississippi joints, them Louisiana joints too. Thickums. I'm looking like, damn. Back in the day, the face was everything. So that looked good, but this killed it. You know what I'm saying? My cousin like, yo, I would tear her ass up if she didn't look like that. I said, damn, she looked good, bro. I said, man, but her face. Ain't thinking nothing of it. Weeks pass. She come back around the corner. She was talking to my cousin's girl about me. I like him. I want him. That's what she said. I want him. Find out who he is. I want him. But I wasn't around my cousin like that. So he had already had the message, but he ain't passed it back to me. I think he was like, man, I ain't telling that. Because I mean, I'm not going to say that. I mean, everybody got beauty in their own way, but she was not attracted to me. And he knows my style. And he know I'm not going to put that on him. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew something about her. Yo. One day, something happened. Not bad, but we wound up going out to South Street. Thank you, Susie Q. Right? We go to South Street in Philly. South Street used to be the shit, y'all. Now it's violent and crazy over there. But anyway, we go to South Street. We all dressed up. Me, my cousin, my friends, like 5 of us. We go over there. While we over there, like 3 people, 2 of the 5, they wind up leaving, right? Early. So it's me, my cousin. They got the baby by the girl with Donkey Kong face, her friend, and my cousin Troy. We walking down the street. Guess who we see? My cousin, baby mom, and Jugger as Donkey Kong is. Yo, this motherfucker had a biker suit set on, a cat suit. This motherfucker was wearing cat suits. Stomach flat in the motherfucker, shit sitting up. God damn. She had the jiggly puff, you know what I'm saying? But that face. We go out. We all go sit together. We all laughing and joking. I don't want her. She ain't my girl, so I ain't standing next to her. I don't give a damn. We laughing and joking. Go out there. We start drinking Coronas. Now, I don't drink. But I drink, like, he like, yo, drinking Corona. Of course, you know, everybody drinking. I'm like, yeah, give me a Corona. Give me a Corona. I'm drinking it. It's bitter. I'm drinking it, right? I drink 1 beer. Old girl getting liquored up. She started getting to the point where, you know, she's starting to get a little woozy. Her eyes getting glassy. She like, I can drive, but I don't know if I can drive. You know, this is my cousin. Steve, drive her to her house. Because her friend was like, hey, I'm concerned about her. Let her stay at your house. My cousin was like, hell no. So we got to drive past our house, and I got to drive her car. They follow me. And when they follow me, you know, I'll get her car in her garage, because she had a nice job, y'all. Get her car in her garage. And, you know, I'll get back in the car with them and we'll ride back home. We driving down the damn road, right? We hit 38, Route 38. We hit Route 38. We going. All of a sudden, I look back. I don't see them. So I'm like, I didn't know where they going. So she's just telling me where to go. She ain't drunk and passed out and sloppy, but she just, her vision like kind of off. Driving in the car, laughing, joking. It's me, my cousin, and this chick in the car. Because I didn't want to be in the car with her by myself. Now, I don't know that she liked me. Because it never got back to me. My cousin said he didn't say that. Go to the thing. Go to the house, right? She get in the house. I calls my cousin. Hey, man, where you at? We outside. My cousin Troy is in the car. They just leave without me. I said, where you at? Ah, we'll come get you in the morning. Hey, man, stop playing, man. Don't play. Come get me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I have my own spot. You know, when I'm younger. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I got back, I was like 19 years old. I had my own place back then. John Moss set me, he thought I was responsible enough. I'm like, yo, come get me. They don't come get me. We come get you in the morning. She like, I'll take you home in the morning. You can sleep on the couch. Don't worry about it. She got cable. She got TV. I'm like, fuck it. I stays on the couch. She watching TV. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is why beauty is overrated. I mean, women go out of their way to look good. I mean, yeah, I mean, you look good, but a guy will remember you when he first saw you. And I always say this, the way he felt about you when he first seen you, he will always remember you like that, no matter how big you get, how crazy you look or whatever. You know what I mean? He might notice intricacies, but, you know, but anyway, the reason why I brought that up is my cousin said something to me. He was young. I give him respect. He said, yo, I wouldn't give her that ride. He said, because if you in the car with her and you realize she's a nice person, besides the outside, you might mess around and mess with this chick. And I was like, nah, that ain't gonna happen, bro. That ain't gonna happen. Drop me off, I'm up there with this chick. I'm gonna be as respectful as I can. She was sweating in the car. I was sweating in the car. She like, yo, I'm gonna go take a shower, I'll be back. I ain't nothing but 19 years old. She take a shower. I say something to her, she can't hear me. She got the bathroom door, but the shower door closed. I can't hear her. She what? She was talking to me. I was laughing and joking with her. She put her stuff down by accident, or I think it was by accident. I believe she was telling the truth. She like, I can't. I'm like, I can't hear you. What? She's saying something. I'm like, what? I go to stand up and walk in there. I'm gonna come up the room butt ass naked. I swear to God, her body. I've never seen a body like that. This motherfucker had no flab, no nothing. You know, like a lot of girls say they thick, they look good with clothes on because they got on body armor. This motherfucker looked like she had on body armor, butt ass naked. Her stomach was flat. I never seen that. Like, you know, usually, you know what I'm saying? Your ass is something in the front. Her stomach was in and her ass was out. That's why, like, on that song Bands That Make Them Dance, when Lil Wayne be like, her stomach in and her ass out, I always think about that Donkey Kong chick because I've never seen a woman in my life that looked like that. Ever. She probably had good ass jeans. But anyway, she came out and I just froze. I looked down. Fucking, she had the bubble. I was in trouble. Looked down, I'm like, damn. She's like, yo, we can go ahead and use the shower. She's like, stop looking like you ain't never seen this before. I knew you went to college, boy. I walked to the bathroom. I swear to God, for about 40 minutes, I forgot what her face looked like. And I went there and went crazy. That motherfucker felt like muscle. Shit. It went down. Yes, I hit. And it was good. She had that fucking snapper. But anyway, I took one for the team. But if I was a weaker man, I would have fell for her. I'd have said, fuck the face, because, I mean, it was amazing. Now, listen. We go to this last story. This story right here, we're going to call Cat Fight. This is the last one of the night. Now, I ain't get turned up, Belinda. It was close. But, I mean, it don't be, I don't even get into that. Listen. This story right here, we're going to call Cat Fight. Now, I don't know if I told you I had a cousin named Yvonne that lived with me when we was younger. She was older than me. And, like, you know, she terrorized me as a kid until I got opened up the molly whopper and then she stopped. She was, like, so much older than me. I had to be, like, 6 years old. I remember small details about this story, so this might be long or it might be short. I don't remember. But I do remember the funniest shit. It was a lot of girls on my block. cousin Yvonne played with them. It was one girl that didn't like Yvonne from another street. She would come over, right? And it was always beef. One day she came around the corner with a bunch of girls to fight Yvonne. So she bring the girls out, right? When she, I'm stupid. When she bring the girls around there, they jump on my cousin Yvonne. Her friends ain't fighters, they run. I'm out there, I see them. I'm like, Mom. I run in the house to tell Joanne, my mom was at work. I run in the house to tell Bunny. Bunny come out. Oh, Johnny, Thomas. They'd only 2 men in the house. They out there fighting Yvonne, they jumping her. I didn't know what jumping meant. I thought they was like playing, like jump rope. When he say jumping, I don't know, it's fighting. I'm like, oh, they fighting on, I'm a little kid, I don't know. Thomas runs up the steps out the basement. What? Where they at? Where they at? Tom, my gay Uncle Thomas, where they at? He run out the door. When he coming out the door, John Watts coming behind him. Go, Thomas, go. Go, Thomas, go. John Watts running behind him. Thomas running forward. As Thomas is running, we had a dog named Midnight on the street. I told a story about this dog called Midnight, right? Midnight would chase you and bite the shit out of you if you got off that chain. A black German Shepherd was what Midnight was. Midnight is running down the street. Just the irony of it. Midnight is coming down the street, just, dog trotting. When Thomas get to the gate, right? Thomas is going to make this theatrical jump across the gate. He see this black dog that looked like Midnight just come running by. In the middle of him jumping, I guess he wanted to stop. His body made this awkward movement and he went over the fence and landed on his neck, but he tried to hold on to the gate. I'll never forget it. 2 houses down, Yvonne is getting jumped. She's on the ground getting kicked and beat on, right? Thomas flies over the gate, and I remember his face. He hit the ground. He was like, and he was rolling like the gate was like, he was on the ground like, John Watts, God damn it. John Watts runs up to the gate, just busts the gate open. Thomas in the street, ow. Oh, your cousin getting beat up, you just, ow. John Watts ran and looked at him and kept going and went over there and broke the fight up. Yo, Thomas, man, that's all I remember. That's the end of the stories tonight, but I remember that shit. He jumped the gate and was like, ow, ooh, ow. And John Watts just bust the gate like, God damn it, and just looked at him and ran. He was like no use to anybody. Oh my God, man. Yo, shout out Thomas, man. But I'm going to say something real quick. A lot of y'all asked me what happened to my Uncle Thomas. When the AIDS epidemic started, he got caught up in that. So when they didn't know how to stop it and like people was getting full blown AIDS like that, he died in that. And he died a miserable death, man. He did. I seen it. So it's like, I'm kind of like, damn, But I mean, Thomas was a good dude, man. I mean, I laugh and joke with him. With y'all about him. But Thomas was my favorite uncle. I mean, we fought. But I mean, when I got older and, hung around him, like, as a man, I respected him. He was just goofy. Like, he didn't mean no harm. But, man, Thomas was a good dude. Out of all my family, besides Bunny, it was almost a tie between Thomas and Bunny. So that's to show you how close we are. But when he died, man, that crushed me. It crushed me. But those are the stories tonight. We got 10 more minutes. I try to get these around 2 hours. Got 10 more minutes. Y'all want to rap for a little bit? Y'all want to talk? What was your favorite story tonight? What was your favorite story? Name it, if y'all can remember. Mine was the Army one. That's the shit. That Army one is the funniest one. Where you said Thomas ran and shit. Yeah, the Army one was funny. Oh, the wrestling one was funny. The Macho Man shit. Man, when Hulk Hogan lost to Macho Man, the Ultimate Warrior, man, I was hot. It was so fake. The leg drop, nobody ever gets up from it. Come on. He gonna move. He gonna land on his button and get knocked out. Come on, that shit corny. That's when I was like, I'm pulling away from Thelma Hush say the hair. Edie Wilson say the Army. Belinda, you say the Army's the best one? Y'all like Thomas, man. Thomas be catching hell. Y'all be laughing at Thomas. Y'all laugh at me getting fucked. Y'all only come here to see people get their ass beat and get fucked. Y'all ain't shit. But yeah, man, I mean, talking about these stories, man, it really feel good. And it's hard for me to remember these stories. I got to call around sometimes and get these stories back. But yeah, I seen that the Von Erich story comes out. I don't know if I'm watching. I wasn't a fan of them. But yeah, man, John Wash, man, he's a mess. What you say, ex-soldier girl cat? Any story about John? Story like what? What do you mean? More say, I'm sorry to hear that, Steve. And I hate to hear about what happened about Tom. Yeah, Thomas was good, man. Thomas was a good dude. I'm gonna tell you a story about Thomas's friends one day. Y'all gonna be like, what the fuck, man? It was wild, man. They was cool. Chris Ford said he loved the girl. He said, I love the girl, the gorilla girl. Nah, I didn't. It was passing ships. But I mean, she had a banging shot. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I couldn't get past it. See, my thing is this, man. This is how I used to be. If I meet a chick, I can see what your family look like. I can see if they got sickly people in their family. You know, you gonna have kids. Sometimes, man, you can tell somebody got real strong genes. You know what your kids gonna look like before you have it. He said the John Wash punch. Thelma say I'll make her Friday. I appreciate that, man. It's like it's always the same people in here, and it's growing. But man, I'm telling you, I'll be looking forward to Fridays. After these depressing stories I do during the week, especially the one with the kids, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wake up tomorrow around 8 o'clock. I gotta find out when this funeral is. I think the body just, you know, for the young lady out here that died at the gallery. I'm trying to find out what is it. If anybody is in Houston, let me know, because we raised up a pretty good amount of money, and I appreciate all you guys that gave. I gotta get this money to these people. If not, I'm gonna just send it back to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I would like to report from there and see, you know, tell you guys how it went and do something good. I think when I do stuff like this, it blesses me and helps my channel grow, and God blesses me to. You understand what I'm saying? Man, it feels good to be a good person and try to do good and try to do right without going to church. Some of y'all say, yo, you know, like going to church. Me, I feel as though I can do this without going to church, and I still get my blessing. So I don't know what my mission is on here, but I'm enjoying the journey, and I hope you guys are too. Now, I'm about to get off of here because I just realized I did not eat since 2 o'clock this afternoon. And I don't know why I do this. I'll be so hyped for 7 o'clock. I'll be cutting my hair and doing my face and all this every week for y'all. Then I forget to eat. Let me get some DoorDash before these restaurants close around here. Listen, I appreciate you guys as always. Tell a friend, tell a friend. I got that from Banky Pound. Shout out. Pass these lives out, man. I'm trying to get it to where that one time we had 1,000 people in here. I'm trying to get it like that. Could you imagine 1,000 people in here? This thing would be going so fast, it would be like a blur. It'd be buck wild. I appreciate everybody that donated tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see you guys in the why do I do that? I always do my closing on here. Thank you guys for coming out. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I love you as always. Good night. You guys be good. Take care.